What's up, guys? I'm at the airport once again. This time I'm headed to teach my first ever seminar in Portugal. And I've never even been to Portugal, so I'm super excited for this whole trip. Last week I went to Iceland. The week before that I was in Dubai. Next week I'm teaching a seminar in Luxembourg. Then I'm teaching in the UK, London. Then Canada, Quebec, Toronto. After that it's Spain, Valencia. Then the Netherlands. And then of course the Karate Nerd Experience in the US. And I'm looking forward to sharing these journeys with you guys. To be perfectly honest, I don't really enjoy flying that much because of all the sitting and, just inactivity. So this morning I actually went for like an hour of hill sprints and cardio to mitigate those negative effects. So my legs are killing me right now, but luckily I'll be sitting for hours. Good morning from Portugal. I'm standing at my hotel balcony looking out over the city, and I didn't bother filming that much yesterday because it was just boring travel stuff. But today I'm waiting for my host, Sensei Carlos, to take me out for some cool sightseeing. So I'm super pumped for that. But first I'm gonna go train over there. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce Sensei Carlos, my host and seminar organizer. We are in the car on our way to Lisbon. This is what it looks like. That's a Portuguese highway. They have a lot of those. We also have some special guests in the back. We have his father-in-law, and then we have Sensei Joao, who's the head instructor of the dojo that's organizing the seminar. Let's see what happens today. I'm looking forward to seeing Lisbon and maybe some other sites in the area. And then of course we have the seminar tomorrow. But first some sightseeing. Right, we've arrived. This is our first stop in the sightseeing tour, and tell us where we are.
Yeah, we are in the Torre de Belém Tower,
This tower right here is from the 16th century. Okay, another monument. So explain to...
This monument is the ex-Portuguese colonies and the old compulsory service my time when I'm a young man. All the young men, the age 20, 21, to St. Angola, Moçambique, Macau, Goa, Timor.
These are the names of the soldiers that perished in the war. And Sensei Carlos' father-in-law was a war veteran, so maybe these are some of his friends. Right behind me over there is a monument to honor the Portuguese navigators, because they were really good at navigating back in the days. And that guy is Vasco da Gama, the man who discovered Brazil and India and that kind of stuff. Now we're going to the place where the president usually eats his breakfast, and they have a world famous cake that I'm super excited to try. World famous custard or cream cake, right? What's the name in Portuguese? Pastéis de Belém. Okay, let's see. So I grab one and then I put some cinnamon on it, right? Oh, it's hot. Nice.
Oh, sorry.
That is excellent. Really good. I love it. Standing on the most famous square in Portugal, just by the sea. And it's windy, but beautiful. Time for a kick pick. Okay, we're back on the highway in the car, and Sensei Carlos, where are we going now?
We're going to the wine factory.
To the wine factory. Let's see if the wine is better than the cake. I don't know. We're getting close now. Here we are in the vineyard. We have our own guide. She just said that the cheap wine is in oak barrels from America and the expensive wine is in oak barrels from France.
Just a little bit, otherwise you will kill someone.
That is really good.
É 2013, 14.
Este é 15, é recente. Go Jesse, go Jesse.
Oh, you didn't drink. Don't worry.
No.
Guys, I'm not as think as you drunk I am. Why is everything spinning? I bought a couple of bottles to take home as well. I think I need sleep. Back at the hotel, just took a quick nap trying to recover from that crazy wine testing. Now they want me to teach a private session at their dojo this evening before the regular seminar starts tomorrow. So I'm gonna give them a quick introduction to Kobudo, the ancient weapons that were always used hand in hand with karate, the empty hands, back in Okinawa, the birthplace of karate. And I'm looking forward to teaching them some bo, or the stick fighting skills. Just hold it. Okay, perfect. So, before we start, let's go back to terminology. What is the meaning of Kobudo? Ko means very old or ancient. Ancient martial arts. Because Kobudo, the weapons, came before karate. Because as human beings, we don't have any natural weapons. I don't have any claws. I don't have any fangs. We are not strong or fast. Some of us are handsome, but most of us are not even flexible. So, how can we defend ourselves? This, with tools, with objects in our environment. We pick up a rock. We pick up a stick. Oh, we're using our brains instead. My brain is my biggest weapon as a human being. That's why we are the top of the food chain in the evolution, right? And this is why Kobudo came before karate, because using empty hands is the last resort. When I can't find anything, I have to use my fists. For every technique, with a weapon, there is a similar or related one without the weapon. For example, if I do a front hand thrust with the bow, it's similar to doing a jab or a strike with the hand, right? If I do a backhand thrust with the bow, it's like doing a gyakuzuki with the hand instead, okay? Every technique has a corresponding technique. Even blocks, I can block with the bow this way. It looks like the block in karate. Same thing, okay? So once you understand that connection, it becomes easier to use the weapon because you have something to relate to. Elbow in this way, rotate this hand, good. And this should be a bit higher. Yeah, just under your rib cage. And ready? And go! Okay, good. Squeeze your center. Sideways. Copy me. Pitch. Knee. Sun. Sheet. Go. And I strike this way. So I hide it behind my back. And then if I can just use you slowly, I go for the eyes, the temple, the head, the ear. Boom, this way. Trust me, getting that over your ears and eyes and nose really hurts. Hey, bitch. Yes. I knee him. Boom. What happens when you knee? You go like that. And then it's easy for me to just spin him around. Down, down, down. And then, if I can, I choke him as the last technique to finish him up. Okay? This is very dangerous, so please be careful when you try it the first time. Okay? Knee strike, yeah. And then, yeah, almost. Knee behind, yeah. So you're supporting her, okay? The knee, yeah. Okay, you got it. Back at the hotel, and I am freaking done for today. But hey, that went well, right? Even though they didn't have all of those traditional Kobudo weapons, we still managed to do some pretty cool techniques using our belts actually as improvised weapons. We did the nunchaku techniques with those. And to me, that's what Kobudo should be all about. You should be able to use anything in your environment, any object in your surroundings to protect yourself efficiently, which means that you need to understand the underlying principles, the attributes of the different weapons of Kobudo. Tomorrow, of course, I'm teaching the karate seminar that I came here to do, and I'm so honored that even the mayor is attending the opening ceremony of the seminar. And karate practitioners from all over Portugal have traveled for this opportunity, for this awesome training sessions that I'm about to do tomorrow, which means that I feel a strong obligation to really deliver, because to me, that's my philosophy of seminars. I am here for the people. They are not here for me. And I know so many karate experts who think that their shit don't stink, that they're just here to be admired by people, but that's the opposite of how I see it, because I know that people spend their time, energy, money, and commitment for these seminars, being away from their families for the weekend. So I really feel a strong sense of delivering something unforgettable tomorrow. See you guys then, because I need some rest now. Bom dia, amigos. That's good morning in Portuguese. I'm standing in my own private locker room at this big arena that they booked for the seminar. And I can hear that attendees are already coming in, making the registrations, they're playing music and having fun, so I am looking forward to this. It's showtime.
I lived in Okinawa, I had a lot of lizards in my apartment. Unfortunately for the lizards, they didn't pay rent, so I had to kill them with my big knife. Okay.
Eles não levaram o quarto sem sair, então eu tive que os matar.
So now, in honor of the slayed lizards from Okinawa, we're gonna do the last exercise, which is the lizard. So I simply want you to visualize and then embody a lizard and how it moves. And essentially, the exercise is very simple. I step next to my shoulder this way, and I try to maintain a low base as I slide forward. And then I take my other hand and I step next to it. This is very simplified. Lizards are much more efficient at this than we are, because we're human beings. But the principle is the same. I step next to my leg, next to my shoulder. Here you can see this type of move again, that we already did standing, but now it's a little bit different, because now we have more physical demands because of gravity that pushes me down as I step. Try to have a smooth move along the floor at all times. Overly big moves are great if I have the privilege of being here from this position, like we usually do in modern karate. But since this concept is from Okinawa, which is based on self-defense, right? The original purpose of karate. We don't have the luxury of seeing everything and doing these big moves. We need to be faster because we're very close. Here, I just need to do this, okay? This. In the beginning, karate was taught through metaphors and stories in Okinawa. Later, when karate was transmitted and popularized in mainland Japan, they started with terminology in order to make it more presentable and systematized. So it was easier to teach. It's just a smart thing to do. But then the problem happens when that terminology comes to the West and we take it as a fact. But I don't like facts, so I try to look at that fact. What's inside? Oh, terminology. I break that terminology apart, and I find something that I believe goes back to Okinawa and helps me improve what I'm doing today. The word uke, these techniques, what we just did, these moves, sku-uke, haishu-uke, and so on, are usually translated as blocks. But the Japanese word uke comes from ukeru, which means to receive. To me, when I block something, that's the opposite of receiving it. Isn't it strange? Which is why when we're presented with this type of exercise, you attack me, we start to block it. No, don't come close to me. When in fact, if I understood the meaning of uke, I allow it to reach me. I am using my opponent's energy, redirecting it against him. The stronger he is, the worse it is for him. That's the idea. Try to relax, shoulders down, elbows in, straight back. Go with the flow. Redirect the energy. Yeah.
When you do neko ashidashi, you stay in hanshin or...
So if I do a block, it's open. If I punch, it's closed. It's different position depending on what I'm doing with my arms. Yes. So a good idea that I always use when I try to figure out what's the correct hip position is I think about the purpose of the technique. Okay, this is used to block. I want to move away from the attack. So that means I open the hips. Then I punch. I need to deliver kinetic energy into the target, so I need to close the hip. So asking yourself, why am I doing this, usually leads to the answer when it comes to the correct positions of techniques. Because form and function go hand in hand.
When you began, what was the style of karate?
This seminar would never be possible if I said, I am Uechiryu. Then you could not come here because that's not your style. Your sensei would think, where are you going to a Uechiryu seminar, for example? Or I am Shorin-ryu. Then I am limiting myself. Of course, it's very important to have a style when you begin. You need something to attach yourself to. But once you keep going in that style, you keep climbing the mountain of karate, it's important to look around, because when you're at the top, you notice that there are many ways to get up the mountain, not just your way. And you can learn from those ways as well. So I try to be open to all styles and ways of executing techniques. That's why I like to focus on principles of the human body, because that's what we all have in common, a body. But we don't have a user manual for it, unfortunately. So I do the move. What happens if I now do this?
Fatality.
Well, first of all, I kill you. Let's just get that out of the way. But then, that looks to me like a kata. What kata would that be? Ah, exactly. Voila. We are practicing kata right now. We just didn't know it until we did it the deadly way without an opponent. And the reason we do it the deadly way is because back in Okinawa, they didn't have the laws that we have today. I can't simply break somebody's neck today. Maybe you could before. The purpose of Okinawan karate, as opposed to modern karate, today it's self-perfection. Back then it was self-protection. So we're trying to bridge the gap using Bunkai, the kata applications. Do you have flexible fingers? This way. This, if I wanted to, outside. Just simply this. Okay? Here, rotate. Here. And we fall down. So not that one. That's also a good trick. Yeah. Grab here. And lift. So I go this way, here, to meet my leg, here. If you want to do a heel hook, that's dangerous for the ACL. If you want to give him your heel, that's fine. Just keep your hands up. Dude, hands up. Okay, aim for that. Here. Push this way, okay? Carefully, remember to fall, do a break fall, so you don't hurt your knee, okay? Go with the flow, if you're the attacker. And then from here, be careful for the other leg, he might kick you, just so you know. Throw this to the side, if you want to be... Okay, thank you. Okay. Thank you. Okay, we have a diploma and a belt. Okay, cool. You will get this. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, wow.
Good morning, amigos. I am back at the hotel room. Yesterday's seminar went really well, and now I'm headed to the airport, just packing my bag over here. I am super satisfied with the way that the participants performed. I tried to get all of my points across during the 6 different sessions that we did, and I am happy. I actually received some pretty cute drawings, by the way, from the kids at the seminar. My favorite one is this, look. Cute, right? And then also, like I said, the mayor stopped by, and that was a great honor. He gave me this medal from the city council. Look, can you see that? Yeah, it's real. Anyway, I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you to you guys for watching this and allowing me to share a piece of my journey with you. I usually don't film my seminar videos or trips because I like to keep them private and intimate. Shoving a camera up people's face at a seminar is not my thing, but this time I made an exception and I think that it went well. Please leave a comment and let me know what you thought. And before I finish, I want to say that I am so thankful and grateful for open-minded people like Sensei Carlos from different countries and cultures who keep inviting me to share my knowledge with their students and other karate nerds in their countries. Which allows me to not only connect with like-minded practitioners, but also broaden my own horizons and develop as a human being. Because at the end, that's what karate is all about, right? It's not just what you do in the dojo, it's a way of life. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.